Oh, baby, I'm excited about this one today. Collaboration between BBS Live, Gentleman's Nod, and the Razor Company. This is Bluegrass Muse. Don't miss it. Hi guys, welcome to another shave and scent of the day. Check out the awesome shirt that I got as well from Chris at Gentleman's Nod. Thank you very much. Super excited about this today. This is collaboration between BBS Live, the Razor Company, and Gentleman's Nod, called Bluegrass Muse, which is a take on the Kentucky Mule, which is a bourbon, mint, lime juice, and ginger beer. And so that is a take on this. The scent has been like a year, or all of this has been like a year in the making. And I've got a special pour for today too. I mean, we have to use the BBS Live. And for this little unveiling, I figure we probably have to uncork a Blanton's, right? I popped the seal off of it, but I haven't uncorked yet. So here we go, guys. Well, that was that lackluster. Oh, whatever. That was more of a fart sound, but whatever. So we got nice Blanton single barrel for our Friday after work beverage. And this is going to be nice, I think. Let me give you scent notes, and then I'll show you the rest of what I'm shaving with. So it's a woody aromatic. Top notes are kaffir, lime, rum, ginger, coriander, muddled mint. So you already know this is going to be good. Well, I don't know. I haven't really smelled it yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be good. Mid notes are bourbon accord, cardamom, coffee. Base notes are oak barrel, vanilla bourbon, and vetiver. So we shall see how this comes out. I did give just like a quick little sniff before running off to Reed's practice after work. And I definitely get some lemon, a little ginger out of there, and like a woody and grassy vetiver as well. So it's not real strong right off of the puck there, but obviously, I mean, we haven't even gotten into the top layer there. So shiny looking soap, and quite soft. So no need to soak this one. Just a moment. I've got the matching splash hidden back here somewhere. Pretty cool. And if you look at the label, you can see how that copper glows like a mule glass. And it does in the, well, stupid light right there. It makes it hard. There you go. All right. So anyway, super cool looking. I also got the extrait as well. Thank you so much, Chris, for sending that my way. Brush today after I get it out of the water. Sorry, I've not sat down today. Came right home from work, got changed, got Reed to practice, and then I'm back. So brush is my BBS Live inspired trotter, which I believe is called Blue and Bourbon. Weapon today, the Carbon Plus Plus, and this will be a third use Nasset. And I've got, I think, 3 days growth. So we'll take that off and we'll see how this do. This soap is the C4 Plus formula, which I know I tried on Juniper Reverie, and it held a ton of water and made a beautiful lather. So I'm assuming nothing less, or expecting nothing less from this. Of course, extremely bougie spa water, and a cheers. Cheers to you guys. Chew that around a little bit. I mean, it's a good bourbon. Don't get me wrong. Is it worth all of the incredible hype? No, the incredible hype is there because, you know, it's not available everywhere. I do enjoy drinking it. It's really nice and smooth. It's got a lot of flavor. But for that proof, at the $60 that you usually pay for one, They're a lot better out there. So don't just go crazy for these. But, you know, if you get a chance to get one, you should always try one. Cheers. All right, so I'm excited to get into this dude. God. All right. Are we ready? Okay. Had a great time on BBS Live last night. I was on there for a good part of the show. Chris from Gentleman's Knob was on there. Foxy Matt was on for a while. Just a good time. Good fellowship with my brothers. Just a really good time. Chris had a lot to say about this release and, you know, kind of the structure of how this all came about. There is a perfumer on here, and then he found a different illustrator or artist, a graphic art designer, whatever you want to call it, that did the label for this one. Because I guess it was a little too whimsical for the guy that he's had do the last few. So, I don't know. I guess that guy don't play. He must have quit school because they had recess also. So I can relate. Like that. It's creamy. Nice and creamy. And I think we've got plenty in there. See that? Some lusciousness right there. Ah, I forgot my Allen block. That's not going to work with this stuff. I probably won't be able to pick up my razor. All right. Residual on face. Mike could shave only with this, but you know we don't do that here. All right. Let me grab Allen block real quick. Sorry. Hope there are no unmentionables over here. Here you can see where me and the kids shave together. All right. I didn't even know that I was getting this set. I just got like the shop app email quick pop-up from Gentleman's Nod that he was sending this my way, and I certainly appreciate it. I was like, oh, I didn't know this was going to happen. So I'm very appreciative. You know that won't change how I review it. It won't have anything to do with it. If I don't like it, I'll let you know. But I appreciate the chance to review it anyway. Here comes that lime, front and center. Very rich lime, not like just zest or juice, or really even zest and juice of a traditional lime that you would see here in the States. It is a kaffir lime, which I believe is Southeast Asian. I believe it's in Indian cooking as well. It's the real culinary lime. It's not just a juicing lime. Who wants just a juicing lime? Why do? I love those too. But anyway, a very rich lime. I get ginger, but it's not like ginger punch. Like Musashi, to me, I get a ginger punch out of that. Orange Ginger Twist by Shannon Soaps, certainly a ginger punch from this. This is not that same kind of thing. It's got, what was it, coriander and mint in there. And I don't necessarily detect mint, but I detect something kind of light creamy. Now I know that the vanilla bourbon will give it a creamy quality too with the benzoin, but this is just a little different. Nice scent strength, at least medium, which is right about where I like it. I don't need to fill my whole house with the scent. If it does, you know, I'm not going to hate on it, but about medium is usually good with my skin. Once you start getting much more than medium, I get a chance to get a little sensitive. Maybe cry a little bit, talk about my feelings, listen to some emo, maybe a little dashboard confessional, you know, something like that. You know, got to get in with my feelings. Emotional damage. But you know, I'm not getting that here. I've got a nice amount of water in here, but it's not extra shiny yet, is it? Well, then we can't be done. Some can be done. I can't. I know when it's super shiny that is water-wise where I want to be. Some people don't. Some people like a little more matte type or satin finish. I find that when it's really shiny, that's where it performs best for me, for the way that I shave, which is like with a razor and a blade. I don't know how you shave. Maybe you shave with scissors. I don't know. Maybe some sharp scissors. Or you got a leather face. And I don't mean the serial killer. Though I can kill some cereal too. Give me some Fruit Loops. I'm in. Honey Nut Cheerios. Whew. Captain Crunch Berries. All the Crunch Berries I can eat. All right, this is beautiful right here. Let's see. There you go. When it starts blanking out the camera, you know it's shiny. All right. Just get a little bit of this lather off of the brush so I'll be able to hold it again. Tasteometer. Very acidic, bitter on the tongue. And I'm not going to hate it for that. Because soap was not made for tasting. And that's not what it'll do. I will. Because I'm weird like that. All right. Are you guys ready? I'm almost ready. That's going to get a 1.293 on the tasteometer. Wash it down with some of Kentucky's finest. Whew. Yep, that stuff is funky. But just don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat the soap. And don't drop it if you know what's good for you. If you're not alone, be careful. All right, let's get going. Excited for this Friday shave. Usually only happens on the days that I'm off Saturday, but I really wanted to check this out. And Nate wouldn't leave me alone about it. Just kidding. He wouldn't, but I'm joking about it. Whew. I got a lot of water in there. Great slickness. Great residual slickness. You guys already know that I love this soap base, so that's not going to surprise anyone. Great tallow base. We're dropping them like it's hot. Really nice work on this set. It is lime forward, but it's not just lime. There's a lot more going on in here. And I would say I thought that it was going to be like a gourmand scent, you know, food. But it's not really. The lime in there is fresh, but it's not like a super fresh. You know, it doesn't smell like lime juice, so it's a little different. A little different than what I expected. I expected like this big mint, lime, ginger, you know, kind of bomb. But it's got a lot more to it than that. It is woodsy that I didn't really expect. I mean, you got to expect there's going to be some kind of a, you know, an oak barrel kind of accord in there or something. But this is richer than what I would expect from just that. And I will assume that the vetiver has something to do with that. Vetiver kind of gives you a grassy note, and there can be a really dark, inky kind of vetiver, but then there's the opposite sided vetiver too, which is kind of light green, grassy, and I think that's more of what I get here. The inky vetivers are more of your dark winter type scents. This is fresh, but I wouldn't altogether consider it just a freshie because there's a lot more stuff going on in here. I got a little taste of cardamom, and now that I got the taste of cardamom in there, I can smell it more in here as well. But you know, also those things start to open up as your top notes start to dissipate a little bit, start to lose a little of their concentration in the scent. Very nice though. Definitely not an overly boozy scent. The boozy I get is like, I don't know, kind of a vanillic, woody scent. And then there's there's a touch of sweetness in there as well. I would not call this a sweet scent at all, but there is a little sweetness in there. When you get too much sweetness going on, it may smell good right off the bat, but then it starts to annoy you. Like it just starts to wear you out, that sweetness, that thick sweetness on it, which is why a lot of people will only wear certain fragrances during the wintertime, and then other fragrances during the summertime. During the wintertime, you can get away with things that are sweeter. But during the summertime, you get warm, you get sweaty, that sweetness just, the sillage is really, really strong on it. And you end up really getting tired of the scent quickly, in my experience. Others may not be that way, but once it gets like that, I don't really want it anymore. It's like, oh, that was great for a minute, but now I don't want it anymore. You know, like initially, oh, this is nice, but then after you spend a little time with it, it's like, okay, I don't really like this anymore. The novelty is worn out. And that has happened with some fragrances and some soap sets for me before. And I won't name those because I don't need to, but you have to be careful about the sweetness of a scent. You may need sweetness to kind of help out when it's also acidic or, you know, a strong bitter. You may need some sweetness to kind of help balance that out. Keep it from being too dominant one way or another. Like I'm a perfumer or something. Anyway, this is nice. It doesn't jump any one way. There's nothing to me that is like super dominant. I mean, other than, the lime is always there. But the lime doesn't punch you in the face either. So all in all, I'm going to say a very well blended scent. And what does that mean? A well blended scent? It means, to me, it means that when there's a really nice blend, all of the different scent notes kind of meld into one. So you can't go, I pick out this here, I pick out this here, I pick out this here. It's not really like that. It's like you get an overall scent picture, and then you can get little nuances of different things as you wear them. You know, so you can't just go, oh, I smell this. If so, then it's not much of a blend at all. But if different scent notes kind of step out as the scent progresses, then you know you've got a good blend. And that's what I get here so far. I know, dude, I can talk all day. What I'm saying is that you've got a scent here that has got some good character, I think. I'm really excited to use the extrait and spend some time with it and see how it changes over its time. I mean, let's face it, that's where you really see it. Once you get something that's that concentrated, you can really get your top, middle, and base notes, because you've got some staying power there where, you know, your soap really doesn't last that long, your aftershave really doesn't last that long, but once you get to the big boy, you get to see how it really develops. I'm gonna get a little more water in here. Because I'm sure it's gonna make more lather. This stuff is just a great performer. It is an excellent soap base. I did hear Chris say last night that he was looking to hire someone to start making his soaps. I assume from all of his equipment and his recipe, but I don't know if he came up with the recipe himself or if, you know, he got it from someone. But anyway, if you're looking to make soap, hit him up. Chris said gentleman's nod. He said that on the live last night, the BBS live of the BBS, of the SBB, and all that stuff. It's not tasty. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not one of the tastier ones that I've tasted. But I'm gonna tell you what, it is slick. It is protective, nice and comfy. Easy to lather, as you saw. Loves water. And I love to put water in it, so that is a base for me. My neck is still angry right here from the other day, using that stupid Mercure Future that I'm gonna so graciously give away. I'm sorry to whoever wins it. I don't really mean that. It didn't work for me, and I didn't want to spend enough time on it to really learn it. So someone else may love it, and I hope that whoever wins it does. And if not, I hope they piff it to someone else. Stop texting me, Nate. I'm trying to make a video. He's probably like, oh, you done yet? You done yet? Just kidding. But he is. No, both of them were Nate and Mel were super excited about this, and I can see why. And, you know, of course, everyone wants to see other people's reaction, because it's so easy to be biased when, you know, you help create something. But so far, I'd say they've done good. It's definitely got a, you know, cologne-y quality to it. As Mandy took a whiff out of it, and she said, "Smells like a man." So maybe she won't be borrowing this extract, but she liked it. Obviously, she'll need to spend some time smelling me also. I know that sounds like a terrible job, but we'll see what she thinks when I have the fragrance on. All right. Let's keep her going. I'm now excited to get to the splash to see what I get there, and then with the extract to see how they differ. I mean, it may be the same fragrance in there, but it doesn't mean they're all going to smell the same. I mean, the soaps are always going to affect the scent of something, just because of the nature of soap. And then aftershave, you know, you tend to get more things, but then when you get into the fragrance is so much more concentrated. You can pick up a lot more nuances that you would typically not pick up in the aftershave, because it's not strong enough for you to be able to get those really. It doesn't have the staying power to really, for the scent to really unfold like it does in a fragrance. Just because they're, you know, much higher concentration of fragrance oils in the extract, or the fragrance in general. Doesn't have to be an extract. Very nice. I mean, I know why BBS Live loves this razor so much, and I still can't possibly ever thank them enough for this gift. I'm a lucky man. I got some good friends. A pretty good life. All right. Let's see how we done did. Did get that stupid spot again too. That's gonna take a while to heal, obviously. The future did me wrong. Or I did the future wrong, and it in turn did me wrong. I don't know. It got me though. All right. Get some cold water on there. I think I'm actually going to alum this too, even though I don't want to. I think I'm going to have to. The splash is alcohol, and then there's going to be obviously alcohol in the fragrance as well. So typically when alcohol hits these little spots for me, they end up bleeding for a little bit. I take a lot of fish oil also for a dry eye problem, so it tends to make me bleed a little more than I normally would. So I'm just going to ruin the post-shave feel from the soap. That's okay. I don't want to bleed for a long time either. Got that pretty good too, just that very same spot. All right, I'm just gonna clean out the brush real quick whilst That alum goes on. I don't need any touch up. Everything was great to start with. Even my normally bad spot right there is clean. So we're good. We're Gouda cheese. Maybe even smoked Gouda cheese. I don't know. I don't know how glorious this is. It's pretty nice, I can tell you that. Let me put my brush to bed. Gave it its bath. Dry down. And there we go, off to bed. All right, some cold water. Very nice stuff. Cheers. Nice Blanton's. I hadn't had Blanton's in a while. It's not real easy to come by. I can usually come by 1, maybe 2 bottles a year. Always at least 1, but 1 or 2 bottles a year, that's about it. I mean, we are in Maine, which is not super close to Kentucky, but still, I mean, you can't tell me they're only making that number of bottles. I'm saying that people are buying them up and holding on to them and selling them on the black market for higher, or, you know, not necessarily the black market, but secondary sellers, and driving the price up, which stinks. Shouldn't be allowed. But what do I know? I just like bourbon. And I think I liked it more when it was cheaper. That's nice. Beefier lime note there. And I feel like I get a little more ginger out of this than I did out of the soap itself. Which, you know, as I said, is kind of the nature of a soap. It can mute things. It can kind of change scents up. That's nice. All right, we'll go ahead and I'm gonna vitamin C my face real quickly. I'm gonna put it onto my hands because I don't want to drop this. I don't want to drop this oil onto this new shirt. I think the shirt looks really cool. I don't want to kill it this quickly. Or, you know, have to launder the poop out of it to get the oil out. I mean, it is a lightweight oil, but still. I'm not going to take the chance. This vitamin C serum is great. I was talking to Foxy Matt also, and he just got it. So, said that felt like it was doing good to start with, so I'll have to catch up with him and see what he thinks about it. I know it kind of takes a little time for the stuff to kind of build up in the skin, but it does make your skin brighter, more uniform in color. All right, and it's nighttime. I'll go with the thicker Cicaplast. I'm not going anywhere, and could probably use the healing from the future. I mean, the healing from the past is okay, but the healing from the future is even better. It's amazing. I got bad jokes all day. Come on. You guys know me, unless you're new here. And if so, if you don't like corny bad jokes, you're probably in the wrong spot. But I might be able to teach you something, so hang around anyway. This stuff is so thick and moisturizing. It's just wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Also works great for diaper rash. So, You know, I mean, that works double for me. When I get a rashy butt, I can put that Cicaplast right on there also. You know, the benefits never cease. All right, see how we did. No really residual bleeding, but you can definitely see it's rashed right there. Very nice. All right. This is what I'm ready to get into. And then I like to put one here and one there when it's brand new. So I can kind of, you know, over the hours, I can kind of give it a whiff and see how it changes. It's nice. I mean, there's definitely the lime there like there was before. Definitely some ginger. Now I'm starting to kind of pick up the mint. I think this is the better avenue for that mint. And you know, there's definitely some woods in there. Barely sweet, with that bourbon accord, benzoin. This is nice. I think you guys should check this out. I mean, you guys know that I have a great relationship with BBS Live. And, you know, you could probably say, well, you know, he just is saying that because he likes it. I will always tell you guys the truth. I have ruffled some feathers by some reviews that I've done. And, you know, it's not by design. It's because you guys spend your time watching me and I owe you my honesty. And if I fail to give you my honesty anymore, then I need to stop doing this and you guys need to go find someone else to watch. I'm being honest with you. This is very good. It is very good. Is it as good as Musashi? I'm not sure yet. I'm going to have to spend some time with this fragrance and some more time. You can't figure that out in one shave. And I'm obviously going to put more shaves into this, and I'm going to keep wearing this fragrance also. I love Musashi. One thing I love about Musashi is the fat ginger note. This one, I thought that this one might be kind of the same, like it might be kind of a flanker of Musashi, but it's not. This is definitely its own thing. So far, I'm very, very pleased with it. But we'll see how it goes. You know, this won't be the only review that you'll get from it. I may even shave with it on my next one too, like on Sunday or something like that, to give it a little more exposure and give you, you know, kind of a recap of what I've had and, you know, what I experience after that, because I will wear the fragrance again tomorrow. I'll wear it again on Sunday. So we'll learn some more stuff about it. I don't know how many sets there are. I think there are a fair number of sets of this. Oh, I didn't even mention, there's limited edition brush also from Trotter Handcrafts, from Paul Trotter. And there were 5 of those left. I don't know what of those have been bought, but you can see those on Gentleman's Nod website. And then all the soap splashes, EDPs, and all that stuff you can get on Gentleman's Nod or on the Razor Company. So check out one of those guys and see what you can get. If you're not ready to buy yet, then come back on my next one and we'll review this again and I'll give you my updates on what I think about it. So thank you guys so much for joining me. This was a fun one to do. And I'm excited to see how this opens up. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend and I'll see you on the next one.